It's such a privilege to have both of you here with us from Carolina Forest Elementary School. Yes, so I have the Vice Principal, Principal Simon Keys. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for having us.
Wonderful. And also the School Mental Health Counselor, Miss Cindy Young. How are you?
Doing great. So great to be here.
Wonderful. So, Vice Principal, would you tell me a little bit about your background and your involvement with the school?
Yes, I've been at Carolina Forest now for, I believe, 9 years, coming up on my 10th. You know, for a long time, we're a really large school in Horry County Schools, and Horry County Schools have put in the social emotional learning piece, and you know, it's been really important to get our kids back together and understand how to interact with one another. And I'll tell you, without my partner here at school, Miss Young, she came along, it's been 4 years now.
Like 3.5.
3.5, 4 years,
Yeah.
right. You know, there got to be a time where we were so busy and we were dealing with discipline and we were dealing with other things, and we kind of lost touch with getting to the root of why somebody was acting up. And I'll tell you, with the addition of our RBHS counselors, and you know, fortunately I had a good experience with mine, but we get to actually dig in and really take a look at what's going on with the kid. And when you know the whole kid, it's so much better for them. I think Miss Young would agree that, and we can help more of them. And hopefully this message spreads to everybody, and I've seen a lot of good people do some good work.
That is amazing. So tell me about your background and your love for helping kids in their development.
Well, when I first came in the school district, I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I kind of moved around and did a lot of things. I decided to go back to school after I saw the need of these kids and what they needed as far as mental health. And so I did and started working in that field with children. And I found that, because I've also counseled some adults, but I find that 90% of the issues start in childhood. So if I can reach them at the childhood level, then it just creates better adults.
So Principal Keys, what inspired you to start the show, the talk show that you all have now?
Well, actually, it was with my partner here at school, you know, trying to reach, you know, everybody, giving them tips and tricks, and because we all get caught as parents, we get caught up with our own blinders on, and you know, it's tough to figure out. But so the idea was just to be on everybody's side. The show's called On Your Side, and it's not just the kids' side, it's everybody's side. So we can get a full picture of what mental health issues we're dealing with, including our very own. And when you talk about it and you put it out there, you know, we've seen good things happen from it, which has been really nice, like this book. I mean, this book has taken off, and you know, it speaks to my 3 daughters, you know, my own personal kids. And you know, I remember stories when I was even little. That's why I said boys are reading it, because well, even boys deal with that issue.
I was looking at one of the segments that you sent over, and I saw the student kind of sharing how he had a bad day or a bad moment, and in that moment he remembered the stressor ball. Tell me a little bit about that exercise and just that experience.
Yeah, so a lot of the kids, we have so many tools like squishy. When I came, I started filling his office with all of these stress tools. I don't like to call them toys.
Right.
Tools for the kids, but yeah, they learn really quickly. Like, it helps to just decrease the anxiety, you know, from tests. We just did a segment last week about testing and testing anxiety, because the kids had to test this week. So just helping them to remember those strategies and how to calm themselves down.
I love it. Well, thank you both so much for what you're doing in the community first, and also for stopping by here on Living Local to tell us about it.
Right.
Thank you
for
for having
us.
Yes, wonderful.